let's start. The Mud Gene's dream is that we dream of a world in which there's no such thing as waste. And that's why we design clothes for everyday life, with proper product management in mind. And proper product management is one thing I'm going to talk about. It's the fashion industry. Yeah, we think about catwalks, and we saw some models today walking around. Fashion industry is a strange industry. It tries to show us something what we actually not are. Let's do a little game and keep you moving a little bit, since it's the end of the day. If everybody stands up. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and the question is, if you wear clothes which are ethical produced, and if they're made out of cotton, which is GOTS certified or BCI certified, you can sit down. Yeah? So as we all can see, yeah, most of the people are still standing. It means that you are, in many ways, a part of my problem. Yeah? And that's an enormous problem, as you all can see. Please sit down. You're not a problem, you're not personally my problem, but how you behave as a consumer within the fashion industry, that's where my problem is. Yeah. Fashion industry has three major problem areas. The first area is the chemicals, the second is labor, and the third is waste, the enormous amount of waste. Yeah. If you look at the chemicals, then we know that we grow cotton on 2.5% of the agricultural land. Yeah, it's quite a large area. But on this 2.5%, we use 25% of all pesticides in the world and 25% of all insecticides in the world. Yeah? It's a quarter of it. It's tons and tons and tons of chemicals. Yeah. If we look at the life expectancy among cotton workers in India, yeah, it's 40 years, while life expectancy of people in India, on an average, is 63 years. Yeah? It means that if you work in that area, then your life expectancy goes down with a third. Yeah? Would it be possible in a country like Norway? If we, for example, think, okay, plumbers. If you're a plumber, your life expectancy goes down with 1/3. Wouldn't be possible. Yeah? We would not accept it, but we accept that other people have that kind of working circumstances. If we look at the labor, yeah, an average salary a month is approximately $40. Yeah? And for that, you have to work between 10 and 16 hours, yeah, and 7 days a week. Let's maybe do a game again and keep you moving again. Come on, stand up, everybody, again. Now it's maybe easier, because you're all applying for a job. Yeah? Job in the fashion industry as it is today. Yeah? The fashion industry which produces the clothes what you are wearing. Yeah? So you can stay standing if you want a job. You can sit down if you don't want a job. Yeah? Well, somebody probably wants to sit down already. But who wants to work 10 till 16 hours a day? Yeah? Probably some, not all, but some. Yeah, who wants to work 6 or 7 days a week? Who wants to work for a salary which is not enough to pay for proper health and not enough to pay for education for your children? Yeah, and I thought we had one winner, but no, we don't. Yeah, so it's clear. Yeah, we think it's not a good idea to use so much chemicals. We do not want to work in an industry like that. We don't want our family to work in that. We don't want our children to work in that. Yeah, but we think it's totally okay that other people do that. Yeah, and that their life expectancy goes down with a third. It's okay. The third area, that's waste. Yeah, there's an enormous amount of waste. Yeah, in Norway we know all about flaskepant. Yeah, so what we do, we take our bags with bottles and we carry that to the shop and we put them in the machine, and for each bottle we get 1 or 2 kroner back. Yeah. It's not a large amount, but we all do it. Yeah? Why do we do it? It's because that bottles, yeah, as we know it, is a raw material. And we know that when we bring it back to the shop, then they can make something new out of it. Strangely enough, we have been not doing the same with all the other materials. Cotton, we can do just the same. Yeah? So in many ways, we can say, okay, take your cotton, take your old clothes, bring it to the shop, and we can make something new out of it. And that's what we are doing at this moment. Yeah, we do cotton product management. Product management means that we, as a producer and as a manufacturer, we always try to obtain the highest level possible for the raw material. Yeah? Like, for example, it has been done before that people bring cotton back, and the cotton is used in insulation material. For us, that's not good enough. It's not high enough. Yeah? We know that we can do many other things with cotton, which is at a higher level. So what we do, we create new fibers. Yeah? We take jeans and we rip it totally into fibers. We get rid of the buttons and the zippers, yeah? And the new fibers are created into new clothes. For example, a sweater like that. That sweater is from our new collection, and it's made out of 100% recycled denim. That means it's all jeans. Yeah, it's material which ends up on landfill or is burned into some energy. Yeah, we borrow the raw materials. We use a lot of water. We use a lot of energy to grow cotton, and then we make something, and we use it in a very tiny, short period, and then we throw it away. It's very clever. Yeah. Nature is like circles. Everything is circulatory in nature, and we human beings, we haven't understood it yet. We don't do these large loops. We just do this up and down, use and trash. Yeah. It's not clever. And we don't care about people. Yeah, we care about our family. We care about our children. And we maybe care about our neighbors, and maybe the people in the town, maybe the people in Norway, but where does it stop? Yeah? It's clearly it stops somewhere, because we don't care about people in India who produce our clothes. This is how it should be, and this is how we do it. Yeah? We have sustainable farming, yeah? Where the raw material comes from. We produce organic cotton, or BCI cotton, and we use recycled material. That goes to a factory, to an eco-friendly factory, where, for example, the water system which is used is closed, and the water is filtered, yeah, before the water goes away again. And in these factories, we have people working, and they receive a fair wage. Yeah? They have a fair wage, and they can pay for proper health, and they can pay for the education for the children. Because if the children don't have the education, then that does something to a culture. Yeah? And the products coming out of the factory is something what you can wear, feeling guilt-free, yeah? Knowing that there's no child labor involved, that people are working there can pay for their children's education. And after you've used the clothes, you can bring it back to us. And we do proper product management, and we make something new out of it. And yesterday I was thinking about a word I like, and that is fashion reincarnation. And that's what we do. Because, for example, you have jeans, and when you buy a new jeans, you take it to the shop, take it off, put a new jeans on, and we keep your old jeans. That old jeans goes to the factory, and we make new fibers out of it, and then it comes back as a sweater, and you can use the sweater. And then maybe after 2 or 3 years, you bring it back again, and we mix it with 20% GOTS-certified cotton, and it becomes a T-shirt. And the T-shirt comes back, and yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that's a loop. That's creating a large loop. It means that we have to think at the design stage. Yeah, we have to think about the leather patches at the back. Yeah, get rid of them. We don't use them. We just print our label on it, because then we don't have to take it off again. We make long-lasting quality clothing, yeah? Clothes which last, yeah? Instead of just a season, yeah? Because now it's summer and then it's pink which is in. Yeah? No, produce clothes which you can wear, yeah? Over a long period. Don't use the synthetic washing labels, because they are difficult in the recycling process. And don't mix the raw materials, because that is making it much more difficult. Yeah? If you mix cotton with synthetic fibers and hemp and other materials, then it makes it really hard to recycle it. And maybe think about the following thing. Probably many of you have probably bought clothes in the shop which look used, which are ripped up and things like that. It takes 5 minutes to make a jeans in the factory, but it takes 15 minutes to make it look used. With chemicals, sandblasting, and machines like the guy on the picture. And the circumstance to do that is not really healthy, I can promise you. This is what's possible. This is the way how we can produce. On the left we see regular cotton production, and we can see that doing it in a different way. Taking care of the raw material and produce it in a different way, we can reduce the amount of water used in the whole process by 85%. We've seen the amount of chemicals, 25% of the insecticides and pesticides. We can reduce that by 88%. It's an enormous difference. We know that 90% of the waste, that we can use that again. And we know that it will reduce the CO2 emission by 90%. This is not a little. This is an enormous impact on the environment and on the people working there. And think about the following: material goods. They don't make us feel happier. Studies reveal that people in the third world are more happy on an average than us. We are so obsessed by our material goods and the speed of life. We can't go quick enough. There is something we forget. We, in the Western world, food craving and shopping craving, that's what we do. Why do we do it? Just to kind of fulfill some kind of a feeling in us. But we don't have a good connection with our feelings. Happiness comes with a good feeling within. And we know that a good feeling within comes if we care about other people. We know that people who live environmentally friendly, that they actually are more happy than the other people. An example is we were invited to give a presentation for our brand at a large retail chain with 28 shops. And we were the last one at the end of the day, like today. And they said, okay, since it's the end of the day, these people who order, they would like a goodie bag and they would like champagne and things like that. So we said, okay, we do that, we arrange that. So we came there and did the presentation, and at the end they said, yes, end of the day, it's good, like now, champagne for everybody. And everybody went, yeah, good, nice. And I went away to pick up bottles, and then I said, no. There's no champagne. You don't get anything. And everybody was sitting like you were sitting. And I said, what I did is that I took the value of the champagne. And I went to Red Barne, and I bought school education for 28 children for a whole year. So instead of you drinking that glass of champagne, a few sips and it's gone, which gave you a little bit of happiness and a good feeling, I've created something else. So next time, over the next year, when you see our brand, then you can think about that you didn't drink that glass of champagne, but somewhere in the world there's a child which has school education for a whole year. So we took the same value, the value of a glass of champagne, and we did something different to it. And that does a lot to our feelings. And we can do the same with clothes. Think about next time you buy something, think about that. Think about it, okay, I can buy maybe something more in what I think is correct, and see if you can get that feeling. I don't know if you can see the picture, but can't we see the picture? We are doing something wrong. We are destroying the earth if we continue like this. The population is growing, the demand for cotton is growing, but if we continue growing it like we do as per today, then we really are in problems. We can't continue polluting the world. We have seen that the amount of chemicals. and we don't want the bad working conditions. Okay, we saw that the building fell down, and it was, oh, poor people. Yeah, and how many weeks after that did that last? Yeah, did that make any change in your behavior? What kind of clothes you have been buying afterwards? Probably not. And we also saw that it's not a good idea to trash our raw material. We should use it again, and we can use it again. Yeah. So, what I don't understand is the behavior, the consumer behavior. So, we all have seen this, and we all think that I'm probably talking not totally crap. Yeah. We can see that we don't want all the chemicals. We see that we don't want the bad working conditions. Yeah. We don't want to trash too much. But 95% of you, or probably more than 95% of you, will tomorrow, or the day after, or the week after, still buy the same kind of clothes. Yeah? So consumer behavior hasn't changed. We know that what we do is not good, but we just carry on. Yeah? And that behavior is strange. But what you can do is, together with me, take a small step. Yeah? We can't do everything at once, but small steps at a time. So choose ethical products. Choose products made with clever product management. Yeah? So you know that the highest level of raw materials obtained. Choose from a genuine source. Yeah? There are a lot of manufacturers who says, look at this, I've created this product. It's green, it's environmentally friendly, it's the best, and they keep it up and you see it. But if you then look behind it, then you see there are probably 2,000 other products made by the same source, which is totally crap. Yeah? So don't only look at this picture, what you see, what they try to keep up, but have a look behind it. And the most important thing is, be happy. Yeah? Be happy. Think about what you have done to other people. That's where happiness comes from. Yeah? Not material goods, but what you have done to other people. And that is maybe my message for today. What goes around, it comes around. Thank you.